So Black Lives Matter has once again been causing a stir because a criminal was shot dead while fleeing from the police with a stolen gun by a black officer. But obviously this is racist because the armed criminal was black and, well, that's about it really. I'm sure he was an absolutely lovely, misunderstood young boy who was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Just like all the other criminals Black Lives Matter harp on about. Doing a real good fucking job dispelling the impression of black people not being violent criminals rioting in the streets. Now these two police officers were wearing body cameras, and the fact that these Black Lives Matter activists didn't wait to see the footage for themselves but instead went out acting on emotion alone, destroying buildings and setting fire to cars, because obviously Black Lives Matter is interested in legitimate government reform and not out for blood and carnage. One of the exploits of these intellectual pioneers was to set fire to a fucking petrol station. Though if it had exploded, we'd have gotten rid of a ton of criminals and it might have given the government the kick up the arse they need to recognise BLM as a terrorist group. In addition to the petrol station, they also destroyed a bank, an auto parts store, a beauty supply store, and 2 liquor stores. Because obviously nothing shows Black Lives Matter like burning businesses and cars while being pissed off your tits. This organisation might have begun with the best of intentions. If it did or didn't, that is irrelevant. As of now, that doesn't matter. They're thugs, criminals, and dangerous, and it needs to be ended. Black Lives Matter has also been sweeping into Europe, strangely. Because, let's face it, if the US police are going to be convinced to reform, it's not the riots, it's not the looting, it's not the destruction. It's the holding up London traffic that will finally make it happen. This is the mentality we're dealing with. When it comes to organisations like Black Lives Matter and the Black Panther Party, who I just assume are massive fans of the superhero the Black Panther.
Let this cracker hear you. We come to help you. Denmark VC had a plan to kill all the slave masters in the state. Denmark VC had a plan to kill every last one of them and kill all of their goddamn families. And we need some new Denmark VCs today. We got to complete what Denmark didn't finish. He never finished his mission. But the real children of Denmark VC is out here today.
This is a lawyer speaking on behalf of the party. If you can believe it, a lawyer saying slave owners deserve to be killed along with their entire families. Now, considering there are no slave owners alive in the West today, I have to assume he's referring to their descendants under that entire family part. Where do we draw the line between a political party and a terrorist group when they're literally calling for the deaths of millions? Because I think that's past the line. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments. I'd like to hear what you think. And as always, thank you for your time.